Yo guys, Tridente is back with a brand new video. My name is Anassinho.
My name is Khalido.
And guys, yesterday Barcelona played against Chelsea and the game ended in a 1-1. And normally when you see a 1-1, the score is like, yeah, it was a bad game, it was a bad this. But today guys, we bring you a tactical review, a tactical analyze of the full game. So you guys will have, together with us, an understanding of what happened and what could happen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. Also go follow us on our Instagram at ETReacts, Twitter ETReacts. But let us now analyze the Chelsea versus Barcelona game. Enjoy.
So this was Chelsea. Before the game you saw like a 5-4-1 or a 3-4-3, but in game you saw definitely a 5-4-1 with Pedro and Willian. They came back to help midfield, and Moses and Marcos Alonso dropped back to help the defense in a 5-4-1. And I think that this was a very good method to play against Barcelona, because in midfield it was
very compact.
It was compact and close, and that was very difficult for Barcelona to come through the middle.
And for Barcelona, like everybody expected, of course, we played in a 4-4-2 with Paulinho and then two up front with Messi and Suarez. You can also call it a 4-2-2 with Rakitic and Busquets as controlling midfielders, Paulinho and Iniesta as more central midfielders, and Messi up front together with Luisito. Like you can see right now guys, it was more in ball position. They changed it a lot, and Paulinho was like he was going up and down, but this was definitely a 4-4-2. Unfortunately no 4-3-3 like all Barca fans wanted. So guys, we all know that Barcelona likes to keep the ball,
so that means possession is everything for Barcelona. Just let the ball go from foot to foot and just play football.
I can see guys, look, they're pressuring with two players. Hazard,
Busquets,
yeah,
he was waiting on the Chelsea players, and then he gave the ball.
And then Hub, look, they were pressuring with four, then switch sides to Roberto, and this Khalid is so important. The decision that Roberto has to make is so important. Look, you can see
because of Marcos Alonso, and I think it's Hazard or Pedro.
No, it's Pedro.
It's Pedro. Look at Pedro. He stands between the ball and Piqué.
So
Marcos
he has
Alonso,
all the solutions, then go in between the two, through the middle. And I think, Roberto's one of those players who do this as best. You have Kovacic also, Real Madrid. They can just run with the ball, they can infiltrate, and that's very important. And he searches for the space, and when he goes into space, the pressure of Chelsea is just gone.
Look at the Chelsea players. They are pressuring with 3 against 3 from Barcelona. And look at the smartness of Andres Iniesta. He creates some space for Umtiti. And now Umtiti gets a lot of space to pass the ball to Busquets. And
then Busquets gets the ball, we are on, and then the pressure is again away, and we can build again. And Chelsea.
But it's again the smartness of Iniesta. He just runs away from midfield, so he creates space for Umtiti and also Busquets.
Marc-Andre ter Stegen, he has no solution, he just has to kick the ball away. He wants to provide the ball to Messi, the ball drops to Conte, then we immediately pressure Conte with two players.
And look at this, and this is so beautiful. Busquets and Paulinho immediately on Conte, but there is still another one, Roberto. Look at Roberto. He immediately runs to Marcos Alonso without hesitating. Just pressure him and gets the ball back. This is the definition of building up. Umtiti gets the ball, he passes to Jordi Alba. Alba saw Busquets, and Busquets on one touch, one simple, very smart touch to Iniesta, and it's all open.
I like this example very, very much. You know why? Because look, Umtiti, he gives the ball to Alba, and then Alba, he has just one solution, and that's waiting for Busquets. Busquets has already seen the space between Willian and Fabregas. Busquets comes into the space, he gets the ball, he turns around Khalid. But then Khalid, look, Hazard is standing right there. Now you guys see two Hazards on screen, because everybody, look at the body of
even Hazard.
Yeah, look at the body of Busquets. Everybody would play that ball to Gerard Piqué, but then he does this, an amazing ball to Rakitic. And I say this is amazing because with this, guys, you win so much time and space. So Rakitic got the ball from Busquets. He plays it immediately to Paulinho and then Khalid.
Rudiger, what the hell are you doing? Stay in the back. Pedro is already there. But
I don't know what he's doing.
Rudiger steps out and look at the space for Messi.
Yes. If he just accelerate and goes into the space, Paulinho can give the ball to Roberto, and Roberto can give immediately a through ball to Messi to prove that he is, for me, the best CDM in the world. To prove that this guy is never sweating. Here is your example, guys. Look. Umtiti to Alba. Alba gets the ball. He gives it to Busquets and then he does. Oh my god, look, under pressure. So calm, but Sergio.
Was this lucky or was this his intention?
This is intellectual, guys. This is just... He's too smart. He's just too smart.
Every time, guys, that Barcelona gets difficulties to create chances, Messi drops always back into the midfield to come and get the ball and create the chances himself.
But he was dropping very, very low.
It's always if Barcelona can't create chances or the ball can't get to to Messi or Suarez, Messi drops always back.
But this was also because of the midfield of Chelsea was very, very crowded. They were perfectly on a 4-man line.
It was very blue wall.
It was a very good plan of Conte. Like you guys know, we have not created that many of the chances. We had a chance after 15 minutes of Paulinho, and it all started with Leo Messi. Leo Messi was standing for that one time between Conte and Christensen. Iniesta had the ball. Iniesta gave the ball to Messi, of course.
Perfectly.
Perfect at the right time.
Speed.
Then Messi drives into the box, and we all know that's dangerous. Then he crosses it to Paulinho, but look at Paulinho. He's standing behind Alonso. He had a free header chance. If there was a good header, if there was a good a better striker, I think he would do more with that ball, because we all know he had it next to the goal. But look also at the space of Roberto. If Roberto was more like an attacker, I think he had
if it was more like a Carvajal,
I think
he would
he would go further.
Yes. And look at this now, when Messi gets the ball, there are immediately like 4 or 5 Chelsea players pressing Messi. Like now in this example, we can see Conte, Rudiger, and I think it's also Christensen. They are immediately surrounding Messi. Courtois and gets the ball, and now focus on Messi, not on Suarez. Suarez is just pressuring, but focus on Messi. Messi is running slowly, very slowly, until Courtois passes the ball to Rudiger. Then Messi pressures. Now he's going, and look at this now. Rudiger to Alonso, and look at this, guys. Who's that? I think it's
Paulinho.
Paulinho is very close to Conte. Sergio Roberto is close to Alonso, and Messi stands next to Rudiger. So there's no option or kick the ball I don't know where, or just dribble. He dribbles and Barcelona gets the ball back.
On position. Here another example. Christensen got the ball. Christensen is under high pressure of Suarez. High. It's not even high pressure. You cannot call this high. But I don't know what Christensen had in his mind, and he just had a bad touch on the ball, and he gave away a corner kick for Barcelona.
But this is also due Rakitic and
Paulinho.
Yes. Alonso has the ball, and he gives it to. He gave it to Rudiger, and again Messi immediately the pressure on Rudiger. And look at Sergio Roberto. He stands next to Willian. And I think there, who's that?
That's Busquets.
Busquets, and he's close to...
That's Fabregas.
Yes, it's Fabregas.
Fabregas. And the only solution for Rudiger is to kick the ball away.
Because, or turn around to Courtois, but I think that's not a smart idea. The defense and midfield, there is no space between them. Look at Fabregas and Azpilicueta. It's just like, it's a meter or two meters between them. And Christensen and Conte the same, like 3 meters. So Messi didn't get the space between them to get the ball yeah, between the midfield and defense.
And even if he gets the ball at that position, he will lose the ball. Credits to Antonio Conte because he chose Hazard above Morata and also Pedro / Willian. Yes, he chose Hazard as a striker. Why? Because with Willian and Pedro you have two midfielders / two attackers who can help the
defense and also and
they can help both. Yes,
and they can attack.
Voila. And you can see it here, Pedro Khalid.
Yeah, Pedro, he's pressuring. I think if that was Hazard, he would never do that. That's my opinion.
I go with
so
you.
Conte, it was very smart. And look at Willian. He came to the middle to help the midfield.
Yes.
And if the ball goes to the other wing, you can see Willian goes out and Pedro comes to the middle to help in midfield again. So there's always 4 midfielders if Barcelona has the ball.
Yes.
And then Hazard can just chill as a striker, just wait on the ball. And
that was a great decision to make from Antonio Conte.
So now, and we can see that Morata plays as a striker, and look at Hazard. He just stays like a meter or 2 behind the midfield, and he just waits.
He's playing like a second striker.
If that was Pedro, he would go back.
Closer to Fabregas.
Next to Fabregas.
Between
just next
Iniesta
to Fabregas.
and Fabregas.
Yes.
Just to hold an eye on Iniesta. They were playing the long ball at Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was standing between between Samuel Umtiti and Gerard Piqué, and he was just they were losing the ball because if Morata was there, of course, Khalid, you know it from Real Madrid. That guy is so strong.
And he can keep the ball.
Yeah, voila. He can keep the ball. He
and
can win headers.
On the rest of the team.
That's very important. But now they just lost the ball. So the only thing.
But that's because of Barcelona forced them to give the long ball.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
they pressured so high. So Chelsea was forced to give the long ball.
Yes.
And Hazard is not the biggest one. It's not tall. So they kept losing the ball.
So there was just one thing left for Chelsea, and that was the counter-attack. From that counter-attack, Chelsea created 2 big chances with Willian. Here he gives the ball to Eden Hazard. Hazard keeps the ball, gives it back to Willian, and then the quick feet of Willian, and then boom.
This unlucky against the post.
Twice against the post. One time the right one, and the second time the other one, guys.
And now, guys, we have a 3 against 3, but this pass is not powerful enough.
Yes.
Come on, Conte, that has to be
slow.
More power, because now Willian should wait on the ball.
Yes.
And if the balls come before Willian, he can go on with his pace. And now he has to wait on Conte, and also Conte, he should go faster into the box. And this example, look at this now. If Willian did saw Conte, and he could probably give the ball around Piqué, but I think it's a difficult one.
I think he would. Players like Willian should give the ball, but he just lost the ball against.
And I think
Piqué.
One player that can do that the best is De Bruyne. Also, the strength of Chelsea was that they were playing with 2 right full backs, with Moses and Marcos Alonso. So if Moses gets the ball, Moses forced Alba to come out to defend on Moses,
and that leaves space.
That means that Barcelona saw Alba leave space behind him, and then usually it's a midfielder who runs and just closes space. But we all know Iniesta is not the one who runs in those space. So that means that at this point Willian had a lot of space to run into the corner, you can say the corner, or just into the space, and gets the ball. Okay, now an example of the left wing. Alonso gets the ball, and look at Sergio Roberto. He's forced to go to Alonso, and Rudiger is also on the left wing, and Rakitic is forced to go to Rudiger. And that means there's space, because Piqué is going to give some backup to Sergio Roberto. Umtiti is following Hazard, and look at Willian. If that was a Morata and he was more in the box, I think it would be dangerous.
Because Alonso would lay it off to Pedro. Pedro should cross it, and then there is space in the box. like you all know, Willian had he had a nice night, shooting 3 times and 3 times on target, because hitting 2 times the post and then of course the goal. But here at this corner kick you can see Hazard has the ball, but there was nobody in the box of Barcelona looking at Willian. They're all looking to Eden Hazard. What is Hazard going to do? Busquets is busy with Christensen, Rudiger is busy, Umtiti is busy with Rudiger, Rakitic is busy with Azpilicueta, and then Paulinho is just looking at Hazard.
But he's marking.
Yeah, he's marking also.
But I don't understand.
Me neither.
Why is Willian all alone?
Nobody's looking at Willian. He's standing there just all alone. And then.
And where's Messi?
Messi.
I think that's.
Messi's at the mid. Now he's at the midline.
No, I think this again. Is this the fault of Iniesta? Should he comes more to the middle?
Because you can see now the goal. We'll play it. Messi, Iniesta does a step to the right. Willian with his quick feet and boom.
But whose man is that?
I don't know.
Nobody.
It's just he was just all alone. Suarez is still complaining, but then we pressure Christensen a little bit. He lost the ball.
Such a bad pass.
And then Iniesta. And at this moment, 99.9% of the Barcelona fans knew this was a goal. Because Khalido,
even I knew.
You know it. When Messi gets the ball in that position, it is always catching. And here it was, Messi for the 1-1, very clever finish. Courtois, he tried his best because for the same reason, Messi will shoot it to the other side, and then Courtois has it. But Messi was smarter. He scored his first goal against Chelsea, finally. So guys, Chelsea versus Barcelona was a tactical battle, and in our opinion, Antonio Conte of course won this battle because Chelsea was so good defensively. And we know you can hate the playstyle, you can say he's just defending, but that's also playstyle, that's also football style. You have Barcelona who is very attacking, and then you have Chelsea who is very defensive, who are strong in defense.
With a lot of discipline.
That's very difficult to have that discipline. And yeah, Conte made he almost made the right decisions, because starting off with Willian and Pedro, it was a great decision. Then you have 4 midfielders, and you can hit Barcelona on the counter-attack with a lot of pace. Then of course you get a crowded midfield. Then
and also the fullbacks
are very important, because like we said, they kept our fullbacks Alba and Sergio Roberto very busy. So yeah, thumbs up for Antonio Conte, and unfortunately that one mistake for Chelsea,
that's bad luck.
That's very bad luck.
Because they played such a great game.
But for
Chelsea
us,
so good. Defensively, it was...
yes, that's true.
But then one bad pass and
everything changed, because now it's 1-1. Of course, Barcelona is in full advantage right now. We have that away goal.
For me, I think personally it's over for Chelsea.
Yeah, because now Chelsea has to come in Camp Nou, and Camp Nou is different. It's a different pitch, and yeah, it's wider. It's the Barcelona style. And if we score once, okay, but if we score twice in our own home, I think it will be over for
now I think
Chelsea.
And Conte is forced to play with a striker.
Yeah, he is forced to play with Morata.
Just to score goals.
Because he has to score at least 1 goal. If he's not scoring...
And that means, I think...
He will let Pedro out, I think.
Yes, me too.
Pedro for Morata, and then say to Hazard, please.
Please, one game, just defensively.
Yes, please,
Hazard. One game, just one game.
Guys, let us know what you think about this. Let us know what your predictions are for the future. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It was a lot of work to do this. It's our first ever time for these tactical analyses. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace.